Hey everybody, welcome back to the Robin's Nest. I wanted to come on here. I've got some tinctures ready and I am going to be bottling them up. And so I wanted to bring you along with me. I just love doing this. This just makes me so happy. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tinctures. I'm going to do 2 bottles of each one. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Today I am using 2-ounce bottles. It's these bottles. And they are clean. And a dropper that goes into it. And then I made up some labels. So my first tincture is going to be oregano tincture. And I am just going to, I'm going to put my eyes on so that I can see. Open up this window a little bit. So when you buy the bottles, they give you 2 of these little funnels, but I also have like 4 different sizes of the metal ones. So let's get busy. This is the oregano tincture. Put it here on a plate in case I have any spillage, like that. And let's see. Let's see how full that is. Okay, I'm going to take this right to the rim, or to the neck, which, wipe this down. The neck of the bottle, I'm sure everybody knows, but just in case you don't, is right here. So I'm going to take it to the neck. I'm going to put in a dropper. These here I actually are given to some people that want them, and they're willing to give me some money for them. So I'm going to label it. And I use the oregano for my high cholesterol oil. And what I do, I don't really like the taste of the, the burning of the vodka. It really doesn't have a taste. But, and I take it for about a week. I do about a half a dropper full. A day. And I take it for a week, and then I skip a week. And then I take it for a week. So that's what I do. Let's see, how high is it? Oops, that was perfect. Alright. Let's wipe this bottle down. Put in a clean dropper. And then what I'm doing here is I have labels made. So I'm putting on a label. So you know what it is. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, nurse, a scientist, nothing. I'm just a person who is studying herbal medicine and use it for me and my family. I have taken myself off of all of my meds. If this is something that you're interested in doing, you need to do your research, because certain herbs will go against what your medications you're taking. Me, I just got off all of my meds, which I don't ever suggest anybody do that. But I had been freshly put on them, and I just decided I did not want to take them. My hair was falling out, so I took it upon myself. But here are my labels. Tells you what it is, and this is what it's good for. So that is the oregano. Okay, the next one is, let me just plate up a little bit. The next one is willow bark. I was taking a lot of ibuprofen because I had a lot of pain issue when I had my cancer on my shoulder. And I was probably, I was chewing 100 ibuprofens about every 2 weeks. I was going through a bottle of ibuprofen, and when I went to the surgeon to go in and have the surgery to remove it, because it was huge on my shoulder, he told me that I will be really, really lucky. Whoops, I overflowed that one. Be really, really lucky if I didn't damage my liver from taking all of the ibuprofen. So, after he told me that, I started researching, and there's several things you just have to research it for yourself. Just go on Google and type in medicinal plants, good for whatever element you have, and then you need to double check and make sure it's not going to go against anything, any medications or anything you're on. So wipe these back, make sure they're clean. Like I said, today I'm just doing 2 of each. This past week I had to teach myself how to make labels, and it's pretty easy. Doesn't take hardly any work once you figure out your design you want. Okay, I just need these clean on the outside so I can put these labels on. So this is willow bark. So I researched, found that willow bark is what Bayer aspirin uses. One of the ingredients, the natural ingredient for their aspirins. And then of course they add a lot of synthetic stuff into it also. So I thought I would give it a try. And I now only have to turn to the ibuprofen about, probably every other day I will take 1 dose of ibuprofen, take 3 of them, and that usually does it for me. But like I said, you need to do your own research, talk to your doctor. Once you find something that you're interested in taking, and okay, so that's the second one. So the third one is, what's my third one? Cleavers. Cleavers is a plant that grows pretty much in every yard, anyway it does here in Kansas. And it's that when you walk through it, it will stick to you. You can take a piece of it and throw it on your shirt and it will actually stick there and not fall off. We called it sticky tykes. But I'm going to shake this up just a little bit because I made it like a month ago. And I just want to make sure that it's good and mixed up. I was really interested in this one for my son because he has kidney stones. And they keep repeating. So I was researching what you could use for kidney stones. And it said cleavers will go in and not only break them up, and I don't know if you would have to take a daily dose, but can also prevent, keep it from reoccurring. And it also, it's a astringent, an anti-inflammatory, a diuretic, a detoxifying, helps with kidney stones, bladder infections, urinary tract infections, and it also said some types of cancer, which I want to research that part because I do have skin cancer. That's why, look, my face is all, oops, I don't like where that is. Come on, come back off of there. So, but I did also find another thing that I've been doing for the cancer, and I'll share that with you another time, because it's like, it can be not good if you take too much. So once I know that I don't harm myself, I might share it. Good. The lid on this one. This one is cleavers. Wipe it off. Make sure there's nothing on it. So I am working on something I'm not ready to share right now, but when the time comes, I will share what I'm working on. I have been taking some classes, so I just love this kind of stuff. And most of this, I see the willow bark, I went and got it off of a tree, and the cleavers, I actually found it in my backyard, and it's like, oh, that's what that is talking about. This is what it is. So then I decided to do it. Let's see, and the oregano, I hadn't started growing it yet. So I just went on Amazon and ordered me just a small bag of it from Mountain Rose Mountain Herbs, and it was already dehydrated and all that. Okay, so the next one is Curly Dock. So that's this one. Got one of my funnels. Curly Dock, I went over to, my daughter lives on this property that has probably 6 acres of horse field, and I one day seen this stuff growing, and it's like, what is that? So I have an app on my phone. It's called Picture This, and I went out there. I'm making a mess with this one. Went out there and took a picture of it, and it told me that it was Curly Dock / Yellow Dock, and it told me how to identify, which I properly identified it, and so I went back over there the next weekend and with the shovel, dug it up, brought it home, cleaned it up, and this was the roots. You have to use the roots on this with this one. It's not leaves or aerial parts. It's all the roots. And yeah, dug it up, came home, chopped up the roots, stuck it in 80 proof alcohol, and let it set for 6 to 8 weeks. I shook it the first week every day, and then after that I shook it about 3 times a week. Kept it down here. I keep all of my tinctures and infusions down here in the bottom cabinet. That one I overfilled a little bit. And so that it's in a cool, dark place while it is doing its magic thing. And then I strained it out and put it in this bottle. The dark bottles are the best because it doesn't get the sunlight. But a lot of people I've talked to and watched, they have different thoughts on how long. Some people say 5 years, some people say 10 years, some people say, well, since it's in alcohol, it is actually good forever because the alcohol preserves it. So, in 5 years, if I still have any, which I doubt that I will because I use all of this stuff myself, I will check it. Still smells good and looks good. I will continue to use it, but I really don't think that I'll have any of this after 5 years. Now my dehydrated stuff, I try and use it up within the year. So let's do one more. This is Curly Dock, or you can also find it as Yellow Dock. And the reason why they call it Yellow Dock is because the root, once you kind of take off the outer skin of the root. It is actually yellow. So that's one way. And it's a purifying and cleansing herb. I wanted this because it cleanses the liver, and since I took medication, all that ibuprofen, I wanted to make sure that I could find something. Okay, the last one, I didn't just learn about it. I had heard about it, and I had done some research, and it is, they call it wild lettuce. What did I do with my, there it is. Wild lettuce. We used to call it milkweed growing up when we was kids, because when you would break a leaf or stem, it had like a milky sap on the inside. And this is a good pain reliever. Apparently so good that they tell you to be careful and don't overdose with it. So, they say it's a type of opium. I have not tried it yet because I just got this done. Boy, I'm being messy with this. I'm trying to hurry because this video is already 20 minutes long. But I'm going to clean this up. And I made a mess of this bottle. Big time. Yeah, I've already been on here 20 minutes. So this is my wild lettuce. I am going to give it a shot and see. But I will take very, very little. I will start out with 1 or 2 drops out of the dropper. See if it helps. If it don't help, then I will go to 3 drops. And then 4 drops. Until I get the right dosage for myself. So, this is, like I said, this is the last one I'm putting together. I've got some people that want to try it because they're getting tired of being put on all kinds of meds. But, as I stated a little bit earlier, I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I am not nobody in the medical field. You need to speak to your doctor before changing any of your medication, or ask their advice on what you would like to take and try as far as herbal medicine. Oh no, it was still wet. So, yeah, this one's still wet, so I'm going to have to redo this. Alrighty. Well, with that, I think that I will let you go and stay tuned for updates on my project that I'm working on. If you watch this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.